Well, hello, my loves. It's Karynjean, and yes, we are back here in the studio. The desk is a bit of a mess, and I have my timer set for 1 hour because there's things I have to do. And so let's see. What I did after our last video is, as we're trying to, my desk is a little bit of a mess. Oh, there's just so much I want to do. I guess I'm feeling better because there's just so much I want to do. So many things. I went through well, let's take a look at this first, because this is what we did. And I don't know, I think it's coming across there where you see the spots of the glue. And I mean, if I can't get them off, I don't know. I mean, okay, I'm okay with throwing this away or using it for something else. And I suppose we could put something there as well, you know, to zhuzh it up some more, like as a sticker or something. I'm just trying to see if I can get that glue off. Doesn't look like I can. It dried back, but you can still see it. So I don't know what we're going to do with that. But I went through squirrel, distracted. I hope you're all doing well. I went through the Stampin' Up! Stuff I've recently pulled. I want to reorganize the studio again. I don't know why. I'm just kind of feeling it. Anyway, this doesn't have dies, but it does have this here stamp snowflake, which is quite easy to cut out, right? I mean, that's a very easy shape I can cut out. That's the solid, and then you stamp that on top of it. And the size of it is good and proper. So that is an option, right? I can stamp that onto something. We can use embossing powder, and we can go to town. They also have this very large one, which might be, it says one of two. I went through all the boxes, and the second one actually might be the die for it. I don't know. So I don't think we need that. But this is rather large, but it's a stamp. Again, I could just stamp this down on an envelope with embossing glue, and then we could just emboss on it and make it. So that's what I think I'm going to wind up doing, because I don't like the way that's looking, truth be told. Okay, so maybe we'll do some embossing. More stuff, just piling up the stuff. Just put it over there in the pile. Okay, I do not want to lose these. And I figured we can put something there instead of me actually cutting that. We can actually put something there too. Although it says Happy Holidays. I don't know, is it too Christmassy? You know how much I love snowmen. It might be too Christmassy, because that's supposed to be maybe a Christmas tree with the star. Might not be able to use it. It's holidays. We're not doing holidays. We're doing winter. There's a difference. We are doing winter, so we might not be able to use that one. Okay. All right. So should we do a second attempt of this? Oh, remember how much I was struggling with this. Okay. This one is the wrong size, right? It's square. I don't want a square. I want the rectangle. I want a rectangle. And I don't know if, excuse you, I don't know if, let's go back here to, now that's 8x8 paper. Again, we can do the fudging. Although, wait a second. For heaven's sakes, I'm going to try to do an uncut version again. So I'm going to, the scraps, I cut this down to 8x8, but I have a whole 12x12 pad of this, which I don't mind cutting into, right? Because let's see what we got. 8x8, 3.5 by 6, which might make it like 3 5/8 by 6. It just gives you like a little bit. Well, all right, let's try this with this one. I believe this is 8x8. No, it's not. Gosh golly, gee whiz, it's 7x7. Do we have a 7x7? do not see a 7 by 7. I do not see a 7 by 7. Well, 8 by 8. Let me just go grab another piece of 8 by 8 over there. Ugh. Here we go. Working through some of the paper that I don't normally use, so I'll take that. I'll take that as a win. I want to go through stuff that I'm not using. Oh, gosh, golly. Place is a mess. Place is a mess. This is what happens when we get into the middle of create mode, is it not? Yes, it is. We're going to use the darker color. It does have that little white spot there that I can't do anything about. Okay, so 8 by 8. 3.5 by 6. 3 and, what is that? 3 and an 1/8. We're going to do it at 3 and an 1/8. So let's see how we go. Let's see how we go. Should we put on some Vivaldi? No, don't forget to score it. Ooh, hello, where are you? Right there. Okay. 3 and an 1/8. So yes, my envelope punch board, my mini scoreboard, my mini Misty. I think it's a mini Misty. I don't know. I got it at the thrift store for like $5. My favorite tools up there, up right here all the time. When I said I feel like reorganizing the craft room again, I just did this, so I don't really mean reorganizing, but I mean going through all the stuff, right? Pulling out stuff that I don't use, that I forget I have because I have so much, because I'm an ultimate consumer. All right, so yes, I'm folding it the wrong way, I know. Hills and valleys and mountains become valleys and all that stuff. Let's just do this and see what we got. Let's see what we have. And so I'm gonna, all right, here we go. This is quarters, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4 inches. That's good. This is the 10. So I'm going here, 10 to 6, 6.25. That might be a perfect size. That is a perfect size. Yay. Although I do like the style of this envelope better, truth be told. I do. But that's okay. That's okay. We will take what we can get. We'll take what we can get. All right, so I need to fold this down here. Hold on. Let me make sure I have a straight fold. Put that there. Is that straight? Should be straight. And yeah, I am going to use wet glue on this and not adhesive tape, just because. Oh, I'm just so enjoying the beautiful fall weather. Actually, I'm enjoying it so much. I'm going to take off my sweater. Oh, thank you. I was texting with my daughter. Come on, sweater. Texting with my daughter. She was supposed to go have an MRI this morning or sometime today because of her back. So I sent her a message, what time's the MRI and how are you feeling? And she's on different pain medicine. I don't know what they gave her. She might be on the same pain medicine I am on at this point. I don't know. She said, so she's doing better, and the MRI had to be rescheduled too. That still has cornstarch on it from when we did the envelope yesterday. And the MRI had to be rescheduled because they don't have the insurance approval on it yet. So, boo on that. But, there. Now, because of this, I'm going to cover that again. We're not going to use, I wonder if he has like a silver lunar paste. Wouldn't that be fun? Because I was trying to think of maybe we can do something to the edges here to kind of zhuzh it a little bit. What we can do is where we do the punching here, it's also, you put your, and it just rounds it ever so slightly. Although, for me, it just doesn't always, it rounds it just ever so slightly. Let me try that again. It doesn't quite round it the way I wanted to round it. So, I'm going to take out, I don't know if you can see how that, it's not really rounded. So, let's go to our corner rounder. Do the smaller one, which is 1/4 of an inch. And let's see if that does any better. It doesn't look like it's doing any better. Okay, well, that's probably what that is there, 1/4 of an inch. I don't know. Okay, and I said stamping and embossing is what I said, right? That is what I said. I said stamping and embossing. Let me see what kind of embossing powder we want. We don't want clear, although clear might be interesting. We want that, definitely. We have, I know I have silver. We have black. I have black. I don't want black. Is this silver or pewter? Silver. I don't want silver on silver. Maybe not so much. Maybe what we can do is we can test different embossing powders. Oh, this one looks good. Bling. Let's try this one. Are we going to try it on that? No, we're not. We're going to test it first because we're going to be smart about it. Yes, we are. We're going to be smart about it. I probably should not ruin this completely. I probably should not ruin this completely. All right, how about this? Let's just see if we can get this scooped up. Right, okay. And not ruining it completely, but I am ruining it because it's a completely different snowflake. We might wind up, if I like this down here, might wind up covering that up, and maybe we can use this to begin with, if I like the way this turns out. So, okay, I might mute this part. It's going to take... Oops. There it goes. And see if we can hit it with a little bit more. Put this away. Again, this was just a test. Okay, what do you think? I think, yeah. I think why not? What other options do we have? We have holographic. Let's try holographic. Right. I think I might need to ink up. All right, let's try holographic here. Brush, 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 brush. Okay, let's try this one. Go. I don't know if you can see that. You can barely see that. It's a little bit rainbowy. Very, very subtle because I think the paper's too dark. Okay, so not holographic. We could also do white. I mean, I do have white. I have white. What is this one? Oh, that's more white because I use white a lot. Silver and gold. Silver and gold. All right, let's try. Oh. Let's give it one more try. One more try. And this one is just plain old white, right? Opaque, bright white, super fine. Let's see how we like that one. Fingers. Okay, so we have the opaque bright white, or we have, I think we're going to go with the bling, right? This is the bling, which is like a little bit of sparkly silvery, and that's white. That's pretty. That's a holographic, but you can't even see it. Well, I can't see it. Maybe you can see it better with the light going on it. So, here we go. We have tested out our different embossing powders. Yay us. I don't think that's what we're planning on doing, but that's what we have done. And, okay, so, so that's what we're going to do. Now, where do we want to put it? Do we want to put it here? We could put it there. We can put it right on the flap, right? We can put it right on the flap. Or do we want to put it in one of the corners? What do we want to do, my friends? Corners are nice. But I think the flap, because we don't necessarily, and because we're going to make sure it's a pocket in the back and we have the envelope, and then, but we can decorate this with, we can build on it because of the weight. Okay. So we're going to do it here. And I'm not using the Misty. I probably should use the Misty. I'm not using the Misty. I'm going to get a different piece of this. See, this is the stuff that you guys don't normally see. I think the thing is, I should use the Misty because I could always stamp it down more than once to ensure. Okay, well, we're just going to go for it because that's what we do. We just go for things. When I say let our imagination fly, for me, it's usually by the seat of my pants. Now, that is not in the center. I thought I was putting that down in the center. It's a little bit shifted. Let's see how messy I made it. Oh well, we get what we get at this point, my friends. We get what we get. Get all the strays off. Oops, did that one a little bit too much. Let's make sure we... Okay, it's really down here where I got a little bit too happy with the stamp. Okay. Here we go. This area looks like, well, it's a snowflake. It's not supposed to be. All right. We need the imperfections. Oh, just made a mess there. Okay. Moving right along. Moving right along. And I need to clean up all the embossing powder. See if this will do it for me. Okay. Put this back in the box. Jack in the box, back in the box. Okie dokie. Now, I'll have to take a damp cloth for that. Excuse me. I just had my lunch. So, okay, I'm going to put it in, and then I suppose we can decorate it after the fact. I did not pull out any silver or gold ribbon, which is fine. We want to keep the green theme going. Okay. Put Put your finger right in it. Why don't you, you silly goose? Ay, ay, ay. There. There. Oof. Because what I was thinking, oh, I do love that snowman though. I mean, I do love that snowman. If I cut it down, I'm thinking maybe if I cut it a little bit, I don't know, cut it this way and then across, and that can be a tuck spot. I should probably be using, I should probably be using this. Okay, I am going to anchor it. Make sure it's going to be straight. Okay, there. I did it. I did it, my friends. I did it. I cut off the tag that I said I wasn't going to cut off. Okay, and I can put that, just cut the top of that off and put that inside a card. And then we're going to, pardon me, I was going to do this. There. That's what I was going to do. That's what I did. I was going to do it. It's what I did. I done did it. So, and then that could be a tuck spot there. And what did I do with? Let's see. There we go. Just a little bit. Okay. And glue this down on the straight sides. Just a teeny tiny bit of glue right there. Right there. Right there. Pardon me. So that it's a little tuck spot. And it could even be like that to keep it closed. Look at that. We could use it as a tuck spot and also a thing to keep that closed down. That's one way of thinking. Well, why not? This stuff needs to go back over there. Yeah, don't know what it's doing over here. Okay, and are we going to do anything else on this? Maybe, probably. I don't know. Let's look. Let's look. All right, what I want to do now, because... Okay. I want to continue with the pockets of... Let's get this vellum over here. Let's get this stuff over here. Let's get something done, shall we? Let's get something done. Let's get some pockets done. Now, did I pull out? I don't see where I pulled out antlers. I'm going to pull out some antlers as well. Put this book right up here. It's my paperback copy of Richard Bach's Illusions, The Adventures of a Reluctant Messiah. Was very... It formed me and my siblings very much when it came out. When it came out in the 70s, my mother was a bit of a free-spirited hippie. And, yeah, it informed me, most certainly, in my approach to spirituality, religion, theology, those kinds of things. Anyway, Okie dokie. So we have one envelope there. Now we do have these. It's very white. But we can do, maybe we can, you know, get out and play with our stencils or something. That's what I also want to do. I want to play with some of my stencils. We'll do that next time. Remind me, next time we're going to play with stencils. Okay. So we have vellum, and we can make, I could like make a vellum pocket here. It's all very bloody blah. Hold on a second. I can make a pocket here with this. For some reason, I think it goes this way because of the way the stars are. Cut that down. We could even make it a gusseted pocket if we want. We could make a pocket and a pocket on the envelope. Actually, we should do the pocket back here because of this. And because of that, how that is right there, you know what we're going to do? We're going to throw down some micropore on top of that. We're going to put a pocket on top of this. There we go. Done. Decision made. That was easy. That was easy. We need to cover that because it's a ridge, and when you're sliding things in and out, it will catch on that ridge. But if you cover the ridge, and you think it's, well, it's not that big of a ridge, that's not going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. So let me just get that nice and straight. I no longer have my paper beneath me to stick stuff on. All right, hold on a second. What did we do with our crash test dummy? Here it is. Crash test dummy. Boom. There. So, yes, so the ridge will create a problem. And if you, I might be putting, this micropore might be too long because I don't know how big of a pocket it's going to be. But if you cover it with just this micropore, which is also paper surgical tape, that's what it is, but it's called micropore, 3M micropore. And now that ridge is not there to catch things on. I mean, it's you can feel a bump there, but it's a bump. It's not a hard ridge that something's going to get caught there. The tape just smooths it out, Okay, so I'm not going to make a gusseted pocket because this is, because it's kind of floopy doopy, right? So I'm going to make it, I'll make it this way. I'm going to make it 3, 4, that's 3 and 3, 3.5, 3.5, 3 and 3.25, 3.25. Okay, let's pull out the trimmer again. I wonder if Fiskars makes a smaller version of this. If they do, I would like to get it because, okay, so 3.25. And I'm going to, let's bring you back. I need to cut that off. So I will cut that off just right below the pretty little hole there. Although I can leave that because this isn't perforated at all. So I can actually leave that and we can throw down a piece of ribbon or something on top of it. Yes, indeed. That's what we're going to do. The micropore is just a wee bit too long. So let's see if we can pull it up here. There we go. Cut it down a bit. Make sure it's smooth. There we go. Okay. Much better. Much better. I am going to thumb notch this. Excuse my reach. I'm going to thumb notch it. I'm going to eyeball the center. Because, again, hello. Fly by the seat of your pants. And there. Now, I wonder what... I might wind up regretting this. Let me just do it this way. See what this is going to look like here on this. No, it's too light. I was wondering if I could use a darker green. I could use a darker green to do around the edges there. Or I can use, why not? Let's see what this is going to do. The woof. The woof. Let's see what the woof is going to do. All right, we'll woof it. Just I down here. Woof, as opposed to grr. Which is the stronger thing that a dog does? The growl, the grr, or the bark, the woof? I think the grr is more threatening, right? Your dog growls, it's like, they growl before they, well, no. I was going to say they growl before they bark, but that's not true. They will just bark, right? Dogs bark all the time. My dog barks. But, you know, for those of us who have dogs, we understand that dogs have different barks. Make sure that that needs to be glued down right there. Okay. You know, there's the threatening warning bark, like the grr. And then there's the happy, yippee, I'm so glad you're home kind of bark, right? My dog, Bella, she's so silly. When she gets happy, you know, like most dogs, her whole back end goes, right? In the opposite direction than her front end goes. You know, she's so busy wagging that tail. And she sneezes. She does. She'll sneeze. She'll go, achoo, achoo, achoo. I don't know where the sneezing comes from, but she sneezes when she's happy and, you know, doing the whole butt wiggles and stuff. Was it up here? Or was it down here? Or was it both? Could have been both. I'm just gonna, I see an opening there, so I'm just gonna put a dot of glue. Boom, right there. Thank you very much. And where's this one? Just be safe. Better safe than sorry, my mother always told me. There it is. There we go. Sometimes you have to make it worse in order to make it better. Ain't that the truth? Okay. All right. Now we're back in business. Now we're back in business. Okay. And then we can put something on here because we want to put something on here because something needs to be put on there. Yes, yes, yes. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Okay, again. Then bead of glue. Whoops, went right off. Then bead of glue. Right there. Okay. Let's try not to stick our fingers in it this time. Right there. Paper towel. Thank you muchly. Oh my goodness. Y'all doing okay? Y'all still with me? Is that straight? No, that's not straight. That is crooked. Crooked, crooked, crooked. Let's try that again. One of the, I don't want to call it, it's an issue for me. It's an issue for me, which is causing some problems with what I'm doing here right now, is that this finger, I don't know what I did to it. Maybe it's just old age. Maybe it's being on my phone too much. It hurts and it doesn't bend all the way, and it's causing me issues, difficulties, whatever, however you want to word it. That's better. So, yeah, I don't know, you know, you get to a certain age and things start to fall apart. A life well lived, I guess, right? My finger hurts because I'm doing too much with this finger. Don't ask me what I'm doing with this finger. I'm right-handed, not left-handed, so, you know, go figure. It's arthritis. Arthritis, and his old pal like to come for a visit. Okay, so then I said, well, we can put something down there. We can put a ribbon down there. We can. Let's see if we can get rid of these so that they're not distracting us. Thank you very much. We could do this because, you know, color match. Not samey, but something, right? We could do that. We could also use, this is rather thick. It is twill tape. Remember, it is, and it is a little bit heavier of a twill tape. We can, well, this is not long enough, but we can throw some book page down there. Why don't we throw some book page down there? Make life a little more interesting. Hold on a second. I have this, which is interesting. It has texture to it. I like it. We're going to put it right there. We're going to rip it out of the scrap bucket, folks. I know, we save everything, don't we? Okay, are we going to put it that way? I think we're going to put it that way instead of this way. We could put it this way. Oh my gosh, which way are we going to put it? I think I like it. Oh, all right. I feel like I'm at the eye doctor. A or B? B or C? A or D, right? When they're flipping around the things. And you're like, can you do that again? I don't see a difference. It's usually what I say. I don't see a difference. All right. I don't want to spend all day on trying to figure out what I'm doing here. All right, we're going to do it that way. And we're going to use the wet glue and as opposed to double-sided adhesive tape. And I was not going to, but I am going to. I said I was not going to. I was thinking I didn't want to worry about gluing down these little ripped pieces, that, you know, when it was ripped out of the book, whatever book it was ripped out of. But I also, I think they would be safe. I wouldn't want to lose them, right? I wouldn't want it there. Because they give texture to whatever it is we have doing texture to. There. The simplicity of it is fine. I like the simplicity of it. Let's put things back so we don't lose them. And you remember how long it took me to find my 6-inch ruler. I had to buy that other pack of, I don't know how many 6-inch rulers, so I'll never run out of them again. And then, of course, I found the one I like. Okie dokie. So there's that, the vellum and pockets. Now this has this, and it has a pocket there. We could do a vellum. We were going to do a vellum pocket here. I believe we were going to do a vellum pocket here. It's acorns. We could do the trees. I need to go. All right, I'm not going to put this pocket here. I'm thinking, do I have a die of like an evergreen where I can cut out an evergreen tree and then put this like on top of it? I know I have stamps, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm thinking of a die. All right, well, how are we doing on time? Okay, well, I'm going to end it here so I can go look for that die. It's, you know, about 45 minutes. I think that's more than enough. So what did we do? We messed around a lot with embossing powder. Yes, we did. Messed around with our embossing powder. Made a new envelope, made a little tuck spot, and did this. Another pocket. So there we go. Well, you're only limited by your own imaginations. Let it fly by the seat of your pants. Whatever works for you. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.